Welcome to Storytime for Kids, your go-to destination for enchanting tales and adventures. Title: Adventures of Little Knight, Lessons in Bravery and Kindness. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom named Kindland, lived a young boy named Arthur. Arthur was not an ordinary boy. He was the youngest knight in the kingdom, known by all as Little Knight. One day, a letter sealed with the royal stamp arrived. The queen needed a brave knight to retrieve the crystal of courage from the bewitched forest, a place no one dared to venture into. Arthur, though initially scared, decided to embark on the journey. The queen, seeing his bravery, passed him a mystical golden compass, saying, "It is believed to guide the bearer to his heart's true desire." The next day, Little Knight bid farewell to the queen and set off on his adventurous journey. As he entered the mysterious bewitched forest, he felt an eerie chill running down his spine. Alone and afraid, Arthur then remembered the queen's wise words. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward in spite of it. While trekking through the forest, he met a tiny bird trapped in a vine. Without a second thought, Arthur drew his tiny sword and carefully cut the vine. A shimmering light burst out of the bird, transforming it into a beautiful fairy. Overwhelmed, the fairy thanked Arthur and offered him an advice. "Kindness, dear knight, is the greatest form of bravery." Further along the way, Arthur faced a rickety old bridge over a deep, menacing ravine. As he stood on the edge, his heart pounded with fear. Again, he remembered the queen's advice. So, with a deep breath, he crossed the bridge while repeating to himself, "Bravery, not fear." After encountering and overcoming numerous challenges, always guided by his compass, Arthur finally arrived at the Crystal of Courage's resting place. It was guarded by a towering dragon who seemed ready to attack. However, Arthur remembered the fairy's words. Instead of fighting, he approached the dragon kindly and managed to comfort him, explaining his mission. To his surprise, the dragon, impressed by the young knight's bravery and kindness, agreed to part with the crystal. It turned out the dragon was under a spell too, and with the Crystal of Courage gone, it transformed into a friendly gnome. Arthur, buoyed with happiness, returned to the kingdom. As he presented the Crystal of Courage to the queen, the entire kingdom hailed his bravery. Little Knight, however, knew the most significant factor in his victory was not just bravery, but kindness. From that day forward, Arthur was not just recognized as the bravest knight, but also the kindest. And thus, the adventures of Little Knight taught each kid in the kingdom that true bravery is not just about fearlessness, but the ability to be kind, even against adversaries. So, children, as you embark on your adventures, remember to carry the golden compass of bravery and kindness in your hearts. Good night, children. Good night, Arthur. Good night, Little Knight.